Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to NeelyFX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where we talk about foreign exchange trading, prop firm trading, and making money doing all those things, hopefully. So keep our fingers crossed on that. That's to let you know that this is not a one-way trade, that you can lose money on this. This is not a sure thing at all. And this is also to document my trading journal. So this is kind of to document my trades and see where I've gone wrong and see how I can do things better. So with that, let's go into the risk disclaimer screen because I live in the United States and this is required. I think so. I think it is. It was required while I was a broker. Anytime we talked about trades on the phone, I'd mention this part too. But at any rate, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. Forex trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade with funds you can comfortably afford to lose. And I'm also an aspiring prop firm trader, an aspiring funded prop firm trader with Audacity Capital out of London. That's England, by the way. Let's see. The CFTC risk disclosure goes like this. Forex trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of some or all of your investment capital. I've done that many times, and hopefully you won't, but hey, it happens. So with that, let's go ahead and get into what is going on today in the Forex world. And here we are at Forex Factory, and we'll show you the what's going on so far. So the flash manufacturing PMI and services PMI for both Great Britain are up. Let's see, Euro is kind of mixed, looks like. And then we have some American information coming out later, and then it's the weekend. So with that, let's go ahead and get into what we're looking at right now. The currency strength meter. Currency strength meter shows Great Britain at the very top. So that means that their bonds, people are not buying their bonds. Their bond yields are going up, I think, which is a risk on type scenario. So that's what's going on in England right now, I think. We'll take a look at it in just a second. Japan is second with they had their interest rate decision last night. They held the interest rate, but I think they are going to a more hawkish type scenario of raising rates. I know their bond yields are going up. And then New Zealand and Switzerland on the bottom. So with that, let's get into what we're looking at. I was looking at gold earlier on the hourly chart or daily chart and the hourly chart. Try to figure out what's going on there. But with that, let's go ahead and get into the DXY. The dollar index. So the dollar index is still shedding, began a downturn about Monday, didn't it? Yeah, Monday. And is continuing its downturn, running into resistance right there at the 2025 open or the 2026, pardon me, the 2025 close or the 2025 open, depending on how you look at things. So it has pretty much gone right back to where it was at the beginning of the month. Big range going on there. We'll see if it drops below that, like it did in December. So keep an eye on that. Euro versus the dollar. Euro versus the pound. Just started watching this because it's kind of a point of curiosity for me, but it also gives me the direction of which one's doing better right now, the pound or the euro. And today the pound is doing better than the euro. So that is something to keep an eye on. Kind of a point of kind of fixing any kind of confusion I may have in the whole topic. I'd like to take a look at the weeklies on this for just a second, just to see if we can get a bearing on what is going on this. And it is looks like a pretty firm rejection right there on the euro, against the euro right there for the week. All the way up here, then came all the way back down. So we'll see if that turns red. If that turns red, then that'll be a colossal, it's either colossal weekly turnaround candle. Could see a lot more things going towards the euro instead of the pound in England, maybe. Then again, if that turns red later on this day, then this could be a continuation of a downturn for the euro. Speaking of which, let's go to the dollar versus the euro versus the dollar rather. Euro's on top, so in the denominator, so we'll go that route. And we have the that's the weekly. We don't want the weekly anymore. We want daily because we pick our trades daily and then refine our entry at the hourly and 4 hourly. So here we go. So this is the not really going anywhere. Just right there, sitting at the just right comfortably. The 2025 close is right in the middle of everything. Should change that to 2026 open. Oh well. And it is not going anywhere. Pound versus the yen. Look at that candle. That's a bizarre looking candle, isn't it? Huge range on that, huge daily range on that, and just stuck right there in the middle, right at 158.33. Can't tell what direction that's going to go in, so we're not going to touch it at all. Pound versus the dollar finally broke 135. How about that? Next level of resistance is 135.5. See if it can top that, although it does not look like it's going to right now. It just doesn't seem to have a whole lot of volume behind it. Pound versus the yen. Again, broke 214. The high on that is 250. Did it hit 215? No, the high on that is 214.85, so it did not hit 215. That'll be the next resistance area. Actually, it's right at resistance right now, 214.12. And it's not really going anywhere, so I'm not really going to jump in on that one either. And it's also Friday, so it's if I don't have any trades in, then we don't want to get involved in any. And euro versus the yen right there. Again, not a whole lot of anything going on. And I'm a little bit leery about those big ranges. Big ranges and settling right in the middle. That's always been a thing with trading those decisions, especially the Japanese rate decision, is that it goes bouncy, it goes right back to where it was. And the only thing it does is chew up accounts, chew up smaller accounts. Dollar versus the CAD, unless you're disciplined enough to get in and get out and stay out, which I have trouble with sometimes. Dollar versus the Canadian is right there. It is starting to bottom out right there at 137.87. Again, might be a little bit of a turnaround right there happening. Maybe, maybe not. CAD versus the yen. I do not have a crystal ball. If I did, I would be sitting on a beach right now. So one CAD versus the yen is doing well. It's again, we've got that great big, don't want to call it a morning star, but it's a great big indecision doji is what I'll call it. Because it went all the way up, went all the way back down, and went out and settled right there in the middle where it started. So that's a lot of indecision going on with the yen pairs overnight. We'll let that all settle out. So American markets open. Let's see what we've got here. Oil. Oil is starting to settle right at 60 instead of 58. So it's starting to get a little bit of headway on it, but not a whole lot to talk about. Aussie versus the dollar. Look at that. Still going. 68.48. So things in Aussie land are doing well. Looks like. Gold. Now gold started the same thing. Started doing the same thing last night, where it was just chewing up accounts. I got out of it and stayed out of it because one, I was really tired. But it's did get one losing trade in, and then everything just seemed to just be bouncing for no apparent reason. It's just chewing up accounts at that point. I stayed out and did not blow my other account. Let's take a look at that real quick because I've been big into the gold and silver markets lately. So I'm down 1,600 daily average debt, down 1,600 on that, which can turn around in one day. Actually, I've actually turned around a $1,600 account in one day. But it's did not do it yesterday. So it's we've got 3 losing trades in so far. We are refresh this real quick because I've been translating Russian. No, we don't want to do that. Hold on for just a second. Okay, I had to pause the video while I was putting in my credentials because no one needs to know what my credentials are. Here we are. We're all the way down here. So let's take a look at this a little bit closer. Net profit is minus 1,300 right now, which is wrong. It's minus 1,600. That'll clear the rest of the day. Max daily loss. Now, if this carries over into the day, the night, then I've blown this challenge. So I may have to get a winning trade in. I don't know when they close the day out on this, but that should have been a new day. And it's not. It's still saying that I passed, so we're going to hold off on that. That figure is actually wrong, but we'll hold off on that. Max loss is 3,000. Current threshold. They're saying that I may have actually blown this account already. I may have to get into a trade, which if I have to, I'll take. Buy stop 99.20. Stop loss 98.7. Oh, on silver. Yeah, I like that. Maybe today's the day for $100 silver. And then gold. I'm not touching gold. Get into gold, it'll be way up here at 49.69, 65, 49, 54. I'll just have to remember to close those trades out before the end of the day, and hopefully one of them will run. Do 49, 54. So I would like to get at least $100 win in there today. So it's kind of scary trading right now. Trading scared. Oh well. If I blow it, I blow it. It's that would be as close as I've gotten to becoming funded again without actually buying a funded account. So that may be the next thing, is buying a funded account. We'll see what happens. I've seen silver and gold take off on Friday before. Today would be a great day for that. We'll see what happens. Oh, well, gold. Again, I'm got in above the high, I think. Right now I got a high of 49.67. I'm in a little bit below that because this market is looking at a different high. This is the CFD market in England. This is looking at an all-time high of 49.28. 49.67, same thing. So just have to keep your fingers crossed on that one. Then again, I don't think it's going to go up. That's a just in case trade right there, and that is also a just in case trade right there. That one, the bounciness is over. Somehow the 4-hour trade going higher right there. 29. That actually looks attractive too. $86. That'd be an interesting thing to do too. I'll pull that up over here on this other thing. That's what happens in a minute. But at any rate, let's go ahead and get this done. 40. I got plenty of time. Platinum. Whoa, look at platinum go. Platinum is taken off, 27.05. Might be a leading gold and silver up, but that's a new all-time high for silver, for platinum, and this is running right now. So that's if you trade platinum, that'll be the thing to do. I don't think that my platform is set up for platinum. Silver. Again, it's taking a little breather from its run. 98.81. Could see that hit. Last night it hit 99. It's a high on that. 99.39. It's only 50 cents away. The 50 cents can be made up in a split second in the silver market when the silver market starts running. So we'll see if that continues. I know I've got a couple trades in here at gold and silver. I'm in at 99.22, probably a little bit lower than I wanted it to be. But hey, they may work out. I'm not loving this right here. Not loving how it's not blowing through that range right there. It's right at resistance. May want to get under it with a sell, actually. Then again, strong. We have weaker PMI numbers, and it could send the metals higher. At 10 o'clock, we'll just have to wait and see on that. So I'd love to grab a $500-600 win today. Make sure I don't blow the account. That would make me very happy. So with that, that's all I got today. Yen pairs are up, but at resistance. And they're not really taking charge on that. They're not really blowing through resistance. That may be a good sell next week. To get under 213.89, somewhere around in there. You don't want to let the trade go over the weekend, because of the weekend it can jump over your position and not make you any money. And it's the weekends. A lot of weird things can happen over the weekends. It can send the markets into disarray, and we don't want disarray while you've got a position in, because you have no control over the position. You can't get out. You can't get in. You can't do anything. So you got to wait till the market's open. And probably the Tokyo market's open at 8 o'clock on Sunday night. So with that, that's all I've got. You guys have a great one. I will talk with you later. If you have any questions, by all means, hit the comment section below. If you like this video, then hit the thumbs up button. And if you want to see more of these videos, then please subscribe to this channel, and you'll get notified of when I send out more. So with that, you guys have a great one. I will talk with you later. Bye.